Hey there, everyone. I am Melissa Hunter, better known as Mommy in the Mommy and Gracie Show, but I also am Melissa Hunter, owner of Family Video Network, which is sort of an MCN for family and kids creators, but it kind of became a whole bunch more over the past few years. Today I want to talk to you all about what's going on with YouTube and kids and family content. This is going out to people who watch it. It's going out to parents. It's going out to the creators, going out to any, brand representatives, PR people who are just, everybody's a bit in shock and confused, and there's a lot of anger. I do work very closely with the YouTube Kids and Family team. And the first thing that I want to say is that they are not like sitting there in their offices laughing and, rejoicing right now. They are as crushed and upset as we all are. They are as disturbed as we are by some of the things that they've learned that have led to having to remove the content that they're removing and to disable comments and to disable monetization and to do all the things that are happening. It's not fun for them. And if you want to put on your business hat for a second, business people, just stop and think. They are right now dismantling their own business unit. Yeah, I've actually had to do that. That stinks. It's really not fun. So they are concerned, and they have not set out to do this to hurt people. They're doing it to protect people, to protect children. And yes, it is an extreme reaction. And yes, like all the good kids are getting punished for that one bad kid, and none of us are getting to go out for recess because that one bad kid caused trouble. That's kind of like the situation we're in. There were a few bad people, and they ruined it for everyone. That's what we're in right now. Okay? And what I ask you to do is two things. Well, three things. I'm so not Philip DeFranco. Okay, so three things. First, I want you to look very carefully at your content if you are a content creator. Look carefully at the content that's been demonetized or taken down. See if there's anything that you can learn or glean from it. We're talking about child safety. We're talking about putting children, potentially sexualizing children, and nobody does that on purpose. God, I hope nobody does that on purpose. But if to an outside eye, it could be construed as sexualizing a child, then that's why it's gone or demonetized. And there are certain themes, and obviously Bad Baby was a big trend. Well, yeah, it's gone. There are a lot of things like that happened that really got out of control. And very out of control. And so everything bad and baby is getting hit right now. I just had to make a video with a brand new baby doll toy. I didn't know how to do it without saying baby. So I feel you. I make videos with dolls. A lot of them are babies. So it's a little scary knowing what to say, what not to say, and kind of like, what's this thumbnail? And so look at your content, read through the guidelines, which I will link down below. The key thing that you need to know, number 2, is that YouTube cannot aggressively enforce one or two of their policies and not aggressively enforce all of their other policies and guidelines. That means that those other policies and guidelines like metadata spam, crazy tag nonsense that everybody's been turning a blind eye to for like 10 years, that is going to be as aggressively enforced as the child sexualization issue, the child endangerment, the use of children's characters in inappropriate ways, just as aggressively. So if you need to do something this weekend to feel like you're doing something, go make sure your tags and your metadata meet with the policies and guidelines. And anything else that you've done on your channel, make sure that it meets with all the policies and guidelines, because again, they will be just as aggressively enforcing them as they are the other ones, because you can't only do some. That's not right. It's not cool, man. Third, what's the third thing that I want you to do? This one is probably like nearly impossible, but I want you to remain calm, and I want you to hang in there, family creators. Family vloggers, I know you guys are freaking out right now because you have no idea what is triggering any of the takedowns or the demonetizations. And, you know, you're like, well, but my channel is my life with my children. How is that inappropriate? And I know that as a parent, to be told that your video is inappropriate, and, you know, the message you get that says, like, consider, you know, what you film if you're going to be including minors, as a parent, that feels like somebody just called you a bad parent. I know that hurts. I know, and it's infuriating. And I know everybody's really, really raging right now. I know that. YouTube knows it. By the way, YouTube knows they messed up. They have owned that. If you look at all of the comments that they have made publicly, they have not tried to say that we didn't mess up. No. Stuff slipped through, they know it did, and now they are acting aggressively to correct it. Yes, it's hurting all of us. But hang in there. And if you truly want to make family-friendly content, keep making good, safe, family-friendly content and kid-safe content. Maybe think a little bit more about the way you film your children, or, you know, the kind of challenges that you do, and maybe sort of look at those with a different eye and say, you know, well, I know I'm not endangering my child or torturing my child, but, you know, how does it look? You know, it's like we say, the optics. What are the optics on this? So, you know, try to think along those terms. And, you know, the holidays are coming, and there's lots of really good, fun family stuff that you can do around the holidays. And maybe we all need to take a step back from the extremism that has been going on in the kids and family genre. Family vloggers, you know that every day has to be an event, right? Like every day something major has to happen in order for you to keep your viewership up. And it's just become this kind of, this like hamster wheel that you can't get off. And every day somebody has to get hurt or cry, or, you know, something has to happen, or we have to go somewhere special. Like, it's like views don't go to just normal day in our life anymore. Everything has to be over the top. Maybe through this process that we're undergoing, maybe we can dial back down some of that extremism and get back to just like, here's a day in the life of a family. Like, you know, I don't know how we got here, but it's gotten a little crazy, you know? Toy unboxers. We used to unbox toys. See, now, Gracie and I never stopped doing that. We didn't really get, we didn't get fancy because we're #SoProfesh, but, you know, in the toy unboxing world, just unboxing a toy and showing it, that wasn't good enough anymore. Now there had to be a skit, and there's got to be animation, and there's got to be trends, and you got to mix trends together and get as many keywords together as you can, and it just became insanity. Became total insanity for people in the toy side of kids and family. Total insanity. And now maybe we can dial back the extremism there, and we can get back to playing with toys for kids. You know, hey, let's play with our toys for the channels that play with the toys. You know, it doesn't need to be an extreme, insane episode of let's play with my dolls today. And, you know, maybe we can unbox toys and show how they work and talk about them. And maybe we can go back to opening blind bags. I think I have got a ton of blind bags, and I haven't done blind bags in ages. I think I'm gonna start doing blind bags. But the point is that maybe we can go back to a simpler time. Like, if we could just rewind a little bit to when, like, the worst thing that was happening for kids on YouTube was adult hands opening up Play-Doh eggs. If we could go back there, that'd be awesome. So I know this is scary. Let's just call it terrifying. I know this is extremely stressful. I know that the timing is horrible. YouTube knows that the timing is horrible. Horrible, okay? But it's not something that could be put off until after Q4. It just can't. When it happened, and it had to be dealt with. And that's where we're at. So please feel free to ask me questions in the comments. And as much as I'm able to answer them, I will. As I said, there's a whole bunch of stuff that I can't say, but I just wanted you to know that that we are talking to YouTube, and you know, the goal for everybody when we come out the other side of this current crisis is that together YouTube and kids and family creators can come together and create a platform that's truly safe and enriching for children. That's the goal. But to get there, we need to go through some really rough territory still. So thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, please let me know. You can also reach us at familyvideonetwork@gmail.com, and we'll help you if we can. And hang in there. And happy holidays.